much better.
Oh yeah, honey, I'm home. Damn it all. And it has been a hard day. It's been a hard day's night. If I had that song, I probably would have played that too. Oh, well, how y'all doing? It is a freaker Friday night, and yes, that was Shania Twain. And you know what? I was told one time that I looked like Shania Twain, or she looked like me. I prefer it the other way around. But yeah, they said you look a lot like Shania Twain with glasses and a little heavier and gray hair and wrinkles. But when you take into account that it was late in the evening, as a matter of fact, it was just right after last call. Oh, bless her heart, Shania Twain, darling. I'm sorry. Oh, what's a rock you, hon? Rocky. That sounds like something that someone from Japan would say. Rock you. Oh well. God, dandruff, some of it itches. My kitty cat Rascal is trying to get caught up in my leash, and dang it, girlfriend, I'm trying to get it picked up. Because I was chair boogieing. Oh well. Damn it all. That's right. Y'all are too funny. Okay, I gotta say hey to everybody real quick here. By the way, this is Grammy Mary, and you're listening to my rocket chair, actually, I'm sitting in my rocket chair, because if he's listening to my rocket chair, you'd hear it squeaking occasionally, because I still haven't fixed that loose screw. Oh, well. And it is a Freaker Friday. Woo woo! I am so glad it's Friday. Friday! And tomorrow I get to go pick up my mom and go and do a family thing. So, woo, I won't be on the dork table, but I'm sure Flasheroony Head will do just fine without me. So, yeah, and this is Real Liberty Media, by the way. In case you didn't notice, if you're listening, and in case you don't know where you're listening, durr. Oh, Grim, that just kind of hit me like an Acme light bulb moment earlier today. It was like, okay, I tell everybody, you're listening to me on, and it's like, duh, do they not know where they're listening to me on? If they don't, whew, they're in worse shape than I am. Alrighty, let me go check and see Fakey Book. I know the lovely Mary B liked my post over on Fakey Book. Let's see, and there's Patrick. And New, how you doing, New? And also the lovely Lisa B. Hey there, Lisa B. Thank you ever so much, sweetheart. You are the bestest hairdresser in the whole wide world. Although, when I'm left to my own devices, my hair isn't dressed very well. Because I'm just not coordinated. I just leave it down most of the time because, yeah, that's easier. But Lisa B., when I go see her and she trims my ends and all that fun stuff, she always puts it up so pretty. And then she puts hairspray on. And it's like, ack! I hate that stuff. So, yeah, I get home, I brush it out. She's getting to where she doesn't put as much on, though. So, bless her heart, bless her heart. I love her dearly. She's so awesome. Love you, dear. Okay, let me see. Who else is over here? I don't see anyone else over here. Prattle, prattle, prattle. By the way, thank you ever so much, Barman, for tweeting me from both the Freedoms Network and the RLM. I see Bobby is over here. Hey, Bobby, how's life treating you, sweetheart? Finally made it, huh? And, yeah, I see Grimmy shared Vinny's little podcast from Feedback Episode 4. Then you are so organized when you do that stuff. Me, shit, I'm not even organized when I start. It's like I'm doing good to get the date set right and get a song picked. Other than that, I just go through the shit that's in my pocket or whatever someone posts, and it's like, okay, this looks good. Oh, well. But Vinny does a good job. And I'm really glad that you're getting some of your kinks and bugs and all that other fun stuff worked out. Because he's a kinky bugger. Yes, you are. That's okay. I still love you, Vinny. And over here in the RLM, where you need to be, if you're listening in, join in the chat because, yeah, they give me a lot of shit over here, and that's just awesome. Oh, Grimmy, thanks. I just finally saw that. I look like Shania Twain's grandma. Actually, probably. Okay. What do I not know what it is? Because there's a lot of things I don't know what it is. Oh, I do know what Hulu is, though. And I do Netflix, and I do my Amazon Prime shit, and yeah. Okay. Never mind. Moving along. Yeah, Moosey, it is a Friday, as in my brain is fried. It's been one of those weeks. I've had a lot of those of late. Oh well. In any case, over here in the RLM, right on top is my missionary man. Dude, you know, you and I, we got to have talk. Because, yeah, there are other positions, sweetie. Just so you know. Yeah, that's Asmo right up there on top. And then, Barman, who is the most splendiferous bot in the whole wide world. I don't know if Grim is kinky. I haven't met him yet. Although that would be fun. You know, I was thinking about that. I think of a lot of things. I know it scares you, but I do. Earlier today, I was thinking, oh, wow, you know, if I won the lottery, how many people would I go visit? You know, just drop in on them and go, hi there. And Grimmy would be one. And I would definitely go see Moosey. And then I would actually have to hop on a plane. Because I want to go and hang with my dear sister, Catherine, over in Ireland for a while. And then while I'm over there, I think I would probably pop in and pester UK Oliva as well. Just because, well, you know, I'm in the neighborhood. And then I'd have to swing over to Denmark and say hey to Circles and Flash and probably hang out there for a while because, well, just because. And then I'd have to come back and I'd have to relax a bit and then probably go and pester Cowboy Tech because I've never been to Oregon, so I want to go up there. And I think Hal would probably, by then, someone would tell him, and so he would go into hiding. And and then I would go down under. I'd go see the lovely Mary B because, yeah, I've always wanted to go to Australia. And Mary B is like my other sister from the other hemisphere. So, yeah, I want to go and check things out down there as well. But, you know, I gotta win the lottery first. That's what really sucks, you know? Oh, well. Moving along, seeing as how I shared a pipe dream. Pipe? Bong! Where's Rob Works? We need a bubbler. I don't see Rob Works. Where the hell? God dang! Just when I need a bubbler, Rob is nowhere to be found. Oh, well. Barman, bestest bot in the world. I don't know if I said that before, but I'll say it again. And the lovely Beth A, as opposed to the Beth E. She's the Beth A, because she's, you know, she's Kanaki Stan. And then the most awesomest Cowboy Tech in the whole wide world. I hope you're hearing pleasant voices this evening. Because, yeah, I kind of, whoo. And Grimner, yeah, who is Barman's creator. He is the god of RLM. And the, okay, hun, nerd. Yeah, I didn't want to call you geek. He's the nerd, the computer nerd over on that effing site as well. So, yeah, Grimmy is multifaceted and multi-talented. And apparently, he's not opposed to getting kinky either. Okay. I also see the lovely Moose Girl is here. Hey there, lady. It's so awesome to see you. And yeah, Ah, bless your heart. Thank you, sweetie, for making me feel a little bit better about that faux pas I had yesterday over on Facebook, which I do that from time to time. I post something because it's like, ooh, I really agree with that. Never bothering to check the sources. And so I go, I almost dropped an F-bomb, but I held it back because I'm going to have to wait a bit. But, yeah. Every once in a while I have a faux pas. And I had a faux pas. And it really, really, it irks me when I do that. And yet, that's a little teaching moment for me and a lovely little reminder. Porcus! Hey, dude! Porcus is from Pig Gazette, pigazette.com, by the way, for those of you that don't know. He is the publisher over there. Booyah! But in any case, Grim Nerd. All right. I like that. Where was I? I'm lost. Oh, yeah. My faux pas. Well, I really, really seriously considered deleting it. And then I thought, I preach to people all the time that once you put something on the internet, it doesn't make shit and bit of difference how fast you are on that delete button. It's out there forever. And so I thought, okay, let's make this a teaching moment. So if you are going to go around and intentionally spread disinfo and I find out about it, you can bet your sweet ass I'm going to call you out on it. Just saying. And back, front, woo. Oh, that sounds, never mind. So, yeah, I kind of messed up a little bit, but yeah, this is my teaching moment. I'm leaving it up there so it's a little reminder to me to just because I agree with something, just because it's on the internet, doesn't mean it's true. So, thanks, Moosey. In any case, moving along. The lovely Kate is here. How you doing, woman? How's things down in the great state of Texas? And trust no one who still won't let me breathe heavy. Damn it, dude. And I even sniffed my allergy oils. Have you noticed? I'm not hacking and wheezing and coughing and sneezing. I don't have Hillary-itis. Oh, Lord, that was a scary thought right there. But my dog has faux pas. Oh, God. Go on, Juana. Oh, moving along. Chloe with the Tripoli. Tripoli. I know someone from Tripoli. Okay, I don't really, well, kind of, sort of. I haven't talked to her in a couple years, though. Lovely, lovely lady. Very hard worker. Just beautiful woman. And I absolutely loved her accent, but she moved. Damn it. I also see IB Don C is here. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing? As well as IB Don C work, which is away, but that's okay, because you don't want to be at work. It's Friday night. It's freak time. It's time to get your freak on. Java Doctor 2 is in the house, and I'm still waiting for those pictures. I'm going to sit here and pout. Because I need my Grammy fix, hon. Damn it all. Oh, well, I will get my Grammy fix. Actually, I'll get my great-great-auntie fix, because I'm going to go see my great-great-nephew this weekend. Booyah! Yeah, you can bet your sweet ass I'm going to be hogging a baby. Because that's what I do. Y'all must sit there with your fingers warmed up, just ready to pound. Really? Even when my fingers are warmed up, they still stutter. I'm just coordinated like that. Okay, thanks, P. Bunyan. I'll get to you here in just... Oh, hey, I am to you. Hi, sweetie. How you doing? I hope you're having an absolutely awesome evening. And do I remember correctly? Tomorrow is your birthday. Happy birthday to you, boop, boop. Happy birthday to you, boop, boop. Okay, I'm done singing at you. I don't want to inflict that kind of torture on too many people. Oh, wait, already did. Oops. Alias, another one from down under. How you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having an absolutely splendiferous. This is Saturday for you, am I right? And looky there, Chalcedony. I have seen Chalcedony chat. a couple of times now, I'm like, dude. Because Chalcedony was so silent for so long. Or maybe I just wasn't right place, right time when Chalcedony was feeling exceptionally chatty. But hey, I have seen it, so I know it's real. Unless it's CGI. I haven't decided yet. Moving along. I'm here. Kinda, sorta. Maybe. Okay, yeah, I'm here physically. Juana Taco is here, and he's being quite the comedian. Damn it, dude, that's my job. Okay, I'll just sit here and giggle, and you just be funny, okay? That works for me. Or not. Okay, moving along. I know there's a delay, so he's going to hear this, and he's going to go, what the fuck? Okay, hi, Mary B., the lovely lady from down under. She's so cool. She's the coolest Wiccan I know, by gosh and by golly. And looky there. Bot. Bot. Unskinny bop. Okay, don't jiggle too much. You put your back out. I did do that earlier this week, and now I gotta be careful, because, you know, old bones don't heal well, and I am getting elder. Although I like to tell people I'm like a fine wine. Never mind. Nenson, what is it? Nenson Dubious or Dubois? Nenson Dubois. Is that how you pronounce that? Nenson Dubois. That's kind of fun to say. I'll probably screw it up multiple times this evening, but that's okay. Hi there. How you doing? And Porcus, hey dude. How's things in the pig world? Inquiring minds want to know. I also see, looky there, RLM 6998. So let's see, 18 and 8 is 26 plus 6 is 30. I know you're really impressed with my mathematical prowess. That's 32. 3 plus 2 is 5. RLM 5. How you doing? Hope you're doing pretty damn awesome, because it's Friday. And to round out the crew, the one, the only, and I truly was told earlier today, it's not a, it is the sock puppet. The one, the only, which, wow. And sock puppet is infamous. Or is that infamous? I think it depends on where you put the emphasis, doesn't it? Oh well. Hi there, one and all, and thank you for joining in this evening, and I sure as hell hope you don't sit there and go, whoa, what the hell was I thinking? And if you do, well, nanny boo-boo. I said it correctly? Yay! I'm so proud of myself. Normally, I really, nenso. Ah, how sweet. Yes, I got one right. Because a lot of times people have to put in there how you pronounce it, and I still fuck it up. F-bomb, 21 minutes in. Just saying. Like a good dog and a good cat. Do you know dog spelled backwards is God? Did you know that? I'll bet you did. I think there's some kind of cosmic significance to that. Whereas cat spelled backwards is tack, as in one that you sit on and pokes you in the ass. But, okay, the cats are killing the daylights out of the moles around here. Sweet. You know that's what you're supposed to have them for, isn't it? They're supposed to get them little furry critters. My kitty cats kill spiders and crickets and whatever other creepy crawler comes in the house. And occasionally, if a mouse gets in, my little rascal will play with it until it no longer moves, and she just doesn't understand why it's not moving anymore. Because then she'll bring it and put it at my feet, and she'll go, Mom, it's not moving. Thanks, hun. You know, and she always gives me this really weird look when I take it outside and throw it in the burn pile. You know, she gives me this look like, what, you're not going to eat that? No. Thanks. But I'm stuffed. Couldn't eat another bite. Whew. She means well. Oh, kitty cats. Kitty cats. They're so funny. And they're lovely little minefields in your house too. If you have any kitty cats, you know this, especially if you have kitty cats and stairs. There's something about kitty cats and stairs that if you have those two, insurance companies kind of have this cosmic way of finding out, and they raise your insurance rates because you have kitty cats and stairs. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it because they're evil bastards. Okay. Hi, Mark. How you doing, sweetie? Okay, I'm going to go dig around in my pocket for a while. If I start making weird noises, pay no attention. It's all good. Oh, I need silly this evening. I really do, because I had driving home, I kind of got confronted by a melancholy. And no, I'm not talking about, a puppy dog that grows on a vine. But it was like, whoa. So I had to start finding silliness, because chase it away. Chase it away. I don't want that. Okay, the lovely Circling. My other sister from another mother and father. And, well, okay. Cosmic sister. That's what I'm going to call her. She shared this over in the RLM earlier today. Just in case I ran low on prattling fodder. Because, yeah, that I kind of prattle along. It's a turtle. Or maybe it's a tortoise. It's awful big. I thought those were tortoises. Maybe that's what I get for having an independent thought. Let's find out. This is from barstoolsports.com. A shout out to Diego, the turtle who has literally, I already dropped an F-bomb, so I can do it now. He's literally fucked his species away from the edge of extinction. You go, dude. Slow and steady. Moving along. According to the Daily Mail, this is an excerpt from the Daily Mail. A sex-mad tortoise. See, I knew it was a tortoise. I knew it. Don't be messing with my brain. I only have 3 functioning brain cells, and one of them left on vacation. Son of a bitch. Isn't taking my calls either. In any case, a sex-mad tortoise, which is over 100 years old, has single-handedly... No, if it's a hand job, hon, that's not causing impregnation. But single-handedly saved his species from extinction. You go, dude. Diego has fathered 800 babies over the years. Damn. Whew. I'd be tired too and be walking funny. Yeah, he's turning the tide for his species on the island of Española in the Galapagos Islands off the coast of South America. He's a very sexually active male reproducer. And he's contributed enormously to repopulating the island. You go, dude. Hui, arriba. A tortoise preservation it's Washington Tapia. Okay. Who is a tortoise preservation specialist at the Galapagos National Park, said that he's very sexual. Diego is I'm really gonna bugger this. I'm not even gonna, because it's a species, but it's one of them Latin phrases, and I suck at Latin. But Diego, who is a member of a species of Galapagos tortoise found in the wild only on Española, the archipelago in the Pacific Ocean, was made famous by Charles Darwin's study of the breathtaking biodiversity. I'm thinking after fathering over 800 babies, that would take your breath away. Whew! He doesn't have to pay child support, does he? Holy shit, that would suck. Darwin's theories of the survival of the fittest have been underlined by the libidinous Diego, who has steered his species back from the brink using that gear shifter and ball bearing. There were only 2 males and 12 females on the island 50 years ago before Diego. But Diego now lives at a tortoise breeding center on nearby Santa Cruz Island, where he is still mating with his harem of 6 females. And every damn one of them is going, shit, he's back. Damn, I'm still walking funny from the last time. Holy crap. Apparently Diego is quite the horn dog, or horn tortoise. So, yeah, you go, dude. Damn, 6 of them. Whew. Does he have any mistresses? That's what I want to know. Because really, just those 6 and an 800, I would be walking weird too. Just saying. Copperhead? You got a copperhead? What? Okay, let me catch up on the chat. Got no mice at all? Cool. Okay. Catching up here. Oh, I don't mind bullhead snakes out here in my neck of the woods. But I think in my, around my house, my dogs don't let snakes in the yard. I have not, in the 2 years I've been here, or almost 2 years that I've been here, I haven't, okay, knock wood. But my dogs do not, a foreigner comes in the yard and my dogs are on that foreigner like stink on shit, pretty much. So, because I've walked out and found dead kitty cats and dead bunny wabbits and several dead critters. Hey, thank God I have a burn pile. They all get cremated. That's an ashes to ashes, dust to dust kind of thing, right? Right. Okay. I'm going to share this over here on Fakey Book real quick. Because everybody needs to know this. He's like, he needs to strike that pose, I don't always impregnate all of these female tortoises, but when I do, that guy. The most famous guy or whatever the hell he is. I see memes of him all the time. I have no freaking clue. Not that I even really want to know who he is, but dude, he's an overachiever. That's all there is to it. Okay. Moving along. Where was I at? See, I get so easily lost. Ha! I'm so glad you guys put up with that. Really, seriously. What? Okay. I was just trying to catch up with the chat here. Now, where am I at? What? What's my position on the current presidential cycle? Well, sock puppet, my position is Etch-a-Sketch 2016. Let's shake this bad boy up. That's a little meme that I created because Grammy had said something and it triggered it. And yeah, the little cobwebs started connecting inside my head. I don't like either one of them. And I think, wow, what a sad commentary for the United States when Trumpelstiltskin and Shitlery are the best of the best. Wow. Totally sucks. I don't think we need a POTUS. But that's just my personal opinion. And there's an awful lot of people out there that think you fucking nuts, which, yeah. So what's the point? I think the government is a bunch of shit. I think it's a mass hallucination. Does that help any? Does that secure my tinfoil hat status for you? Because I also have a lovely meme that I've shared multiple times that the dear sweet Circling made for me that has 1/3 of the pie is demon craps and 1/3 of the pie is bloodlickens and 1/3 of the pie is me, M-E. I prefer to vote for moi. I'm the only one that knows what is best for moi. And I don't trust my life or decisions that directly affect my life with some douchebag from DC Sewer System Central. So, there, I tightened that little tinfoil hat down just a little bit more. But this is just this one for today. I have a different color for every day of the week. I'm kind of stylish like that. I don't think we necessarily need a POTUS. I think if people pull their head out of their ass and actually start accepting responsibility for their own words and deeds, there would be no need for a POTUS. Period. But since people haven't gotten around to pulling their, curing themselves of their Richard cranium, or what I used to call pelabellyitis, which, is basically got your head so far up your ass that you need to have a window installed in your belly so you can see out. If, not being able to have a no POTUS thing, well then I'll take one for the team and I'll run for POTUS, and as my first duty, I will fire every damn one of those son of a bitches. They all get a pink slip. Every member of the Alphabet Soup Brigade. And then, how would services be handled at what levels without a POTUS? You see, hun, that's what's funny. Because the POTUS really doesn't do shit. Seriously. The POTUS doesn't do anything. It's a very good, lovely little scapegoat. A lovely little sacrificial lamb, if you will. I mean, look at how many parties Dangleberry has had and gone to and how much he flits around the world. Oh, sure. Somebody's got to be the schmoozer. How about we just play draw the short straw? And everybody has to take a turn at being the schmoozer around the world. I know, it's a suck-ass job, but somebody's got to do it. But a POTUS really doesn't do dick. They really don't. And quite obviously, Congress and the Senate, pretty much all they do, they need to have little patches on their suits, just like the NASCAR drivers, so that we know just exactly who they are performing well under a desk for. They're all crooked sons of bitches. Now, I do understand that you do need to have someone that keeps the wheels rolling. And that's where you need to just eliminate the large, because it's too big to police itself. Entirely too big. And go back to the communities. And once again, I refer to take responsibility for your own words and deeds. Period. If everybody did that, I know it's a great big if, 2 letters, and wow, such a massive word. But if everyone took responsibility for their own actions, and if everyone just stood up and told the frickin' federal government, excuse me, that is not your place. It is not your job. I would say services need to be handled at the very local level, like county by county. Where do you think the things are generated? The federal government does not produce anything but headaches and butt hurts. That's all it does. Wait, and propaganda. That's pretty much all it does. So, yes, the communities need to be handling things, and the communities need to learn to cooperate. Period. Instead of competing with everybody and having this whole mentality, which is what USA has become, is like they say that they're the police officer of the world. We're policing the world. We're making it free and safer. Really? Define safer. I think your definition is way different from mine. And if you've looked at a lot of the stuff about police lately, yeah, I don't really think we want to go there. But they have become the bully on the block. They have become the I want to be Yertle the Turtle of the world kind of thing, climbing on everyone else's backs. And I think we just need to have one turtle belch and have him go splat. Because we need to stop putting our noses in everyone else's business. Seriously, we need to stop being the fucking midget in the elevator. You're asking for my my point of view? My point of view is that we are being the midget in the elevator, and we need to quit putting our nose in everyone else's business. Because you know what works in D.C. does not work in Booneyville, Kansas. And what needs to be done in Booneyville, Kansas is not necessarily what needs to be done in D.C. or in Boston or where Grammy lives or where Moosey lives. Every area has its own little things that it needs to deal with. You know, like last night, I had a big bada boom move in. And thank God I didn't get hit with the nasty shit that was just like 5 miles north of me. They had started out with ping pong size hail and got up to tennis ball size hail. Yippee-yi-yay, cow patty. I just lost electricity for an hour and a half. So, you know. But what happens out here, you know, and the things that we need out here are not necessarily what you need in other parts of the world. So why do we need this big conglomeration that says, I know what's best for all of you? Really? Really? You're nuts. You are what I would call clinically insane if you really think that everyone else needs to do just because you say. Alrighty. So, you know, that's just my, you know, once again, my personal opinion. And I even have siblings that tell me, Grams, or actually they say Mary, sis, do we really need to get out your self-hugging jacket again? Yeah, there are times when they're coming to take me away. But I scare them. Okay, in my opinion on the Black Lives Matter movement of the past couple of years, I think that is all divisive bullshit. I think if they truly, honestly, and truly believed that Black Lives Matters, they would do something about all of the crime in the areas where there is an awful lot of black on black killing. That's what I think. You know, and I just simply think it's very divisive. If you truly think that Black Lives Matters, why are you saying it's just Black lives? Why don't you say every life matters? Because every life does matter. You know, and quite frankly, we're all made up of matter, which when you really get down into the quantum physics level, we're not even made up of that. We're all just energy. But once again, it's like, okay, hon, if your life matters, then so does mine. If my life matters, then so does yours. Really is quite simple. You know, I have a real problem with people that are out there going around saying, this little section right over here, they should have special privileges because we said so. Oh, really? Wow. Huh. When they pass gas, it does not reek? Okay. Well, if you can pass gas without it reeking to at least one person, then you ain't special. Sorry. You know, there's no such thing as one person being better than another. Now, I will call people out on their bullshit actions. And I truly do expect people to call me out on my bullshit as well, because, yeah, I have a tendency to fuck up from time to time. But, you know, I like to think that I will admit when I fuck up. And if I don't admit it, then obviously I didn't think I fucked up. So, okay, so would I state that BLM is co-opted by government in order to divide and create chaos rather than... Oh, yes. Yes, I would say that. I don't know that it was necessarily co-opted by the government, though. I think it was created by the government. I'm one of those lovely little tinfoil hat wearers that every time I see something like that pop up, I think, oh, goody. Apparently, people are starting to actually think alike, and they're actually starting to get together, and they're actually starting to do something that is not progressive in the political way that that word has been abused lately, but they're being progressive as in instead of revolting or having a revolution, which is just basically starting out at one point, going around in a circle and coming right back to where the hell you started out. That's what a revolution is. But no one else questions me. They share things at me, but very few question me. Which I'm really enjoying this sock puppet. I really am. I think we all need to have an evolution. We all need to evolve. And whenever people start doing that, and whenever they start feeling that vibe, which you can feel that vibe, I feel it. People are evolving, and they're starting to realize that there's more and more people that are fed up with the bullshit. And they're starting to see that, hey, if I go over and I talk to my neighbor, and I help them and they help me, then we get stuff done twice as fast. Wow, what a novel idea. So, yeah. Every time something like that happens, you have something that comes up where the lamestream media or the CLAP, corporate lame-ass propaganda system, jumps in and says, here I am to save the day. Oh, you didn't notice that this was a problem? Well, we created this problem for you just so that you would notice this problem, so that we can steer you in this direction, and you can look over at that person right over there who has done nothing to you. The only thing that they've done is exist. They're breathing. Oh, hey, I should hate that person because they're breathing over there. That's the bullshit that the lame-ass propaganda system puts out there. Pretty much in a nutshell, that's what they put out. That person over there, they stayed in the easy bake oven of life a little bit longer. They're darker than you, naturally. Pay no attention to the fact that you go out and you fake bake or you lay out in the sun in order to get dark skin. You look down on those that are born that way simply because they were born with what you try and get every fucking summer. So, my position on guns, firearms, and regulation. I have guns. And I believe gun control is I hold my gun with both hands. And I make sure I know that when I point it at someone with my finger on the trigger, I better mean to pull that trigger and take their ass out. That's my position on gun control. I think if everybody learned how to properly handle a weapon, and if people actually stopped and realized that guns, much like spoons, are tools. Spoons do not make you fat. It is your usage of that spoon that makes you fat. Guns do not make you a killer. It is your usage of that gun that makes you a killer. So, if you do not use that gun, then how do you shoot someone? If that gun's just laying there on the table and isn't bothering anybody, how did you kill them? Because the gun doesn't do it unless you use it. So, women and guns, I really need to go to the firing range more often. I haven't been in a couple of months, and I need to go. Because I have several weapons that I need to refamiliarize myself with again. And yes, I have shotguns, and I have handguns, and I have rifle. Because I live out in the boonies. And you never know. And, well, because when I got divorced, I got those in the divorce. I got to keep mine, and he got to keep his. Okay. Uh, okay, sweetie, what is SMXI? Or, yeah, SMEXI. What does that mean? Because I'm, yeah, a little slow on this uptake sometimes. I don't think it was inferred, Chloe. I don't think he inferred that at all. Oh well. Oh, and I gotta agree with you, cowboy. I do prefer the position of shooter as opposed to shooted or shootee. Of course. Oh, and I also have a taser. So, um, uh, okay. I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm really enjoying this. This is kind of fun. This is a first for me. Thank you ever so much, Sock Puppet. What do you do on Wednesday? Oh, it's like riding a bike. You never forget. Well, do you know how long it's been since I've ridden a bike or had moving along? Okay. Yeah, I was talking about that tortoise, and it just made my mind go there. So I'm going to go over and check out Oopie because I'm going to see if maybe they have something about Florida that isn't depressing. Because I really don't feel like doing something depressing tonight, you know? I just not in the mood for depressing shit. Oh, oh. Okay, you guys were talking about puppies in the chat earlier, which in case anybody is listening, um, oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for the definition, hon. I appreciate that. Um, Thank you, Kate. Okay, and Sock Puppet, you guys are awesome. Ah! Well, I'm glad I'm entertaining. Oh shit, I just had the Marilyn Monroe thing run through my brain. I better not do that. I will scare you because I scared Grimmy because I sang Happy Birthday to him doing my not a very good Marilyn Monroe impersonation, and this year I told him I'd sing to him and he said please don't. Oh, I don't know. You'll hear blues on Freakers, I'm sure. I don't think you'll hear blues when Atrax is put. I wouldn't classify what Atrax plays as blues. Just saying. Oh, Java, it's a shocking experience. Oh, baby, it could be electrifying. You'll see stars. Sneeches on the beaches. Wee-haw. Okay, damn it all. I'm moving along because I'm having way too much fun with that shit. And I got to get to this poor little puppy because it's just so cute. Over here on UPI.com, an abandoned puppy rescued from garbage pile by an observant dog. So see, people say that animals don't have feelings and animals aren't caring and all this other. I call bullshit. Animals do care. Who had a red face? Did you have a red face? I rarely get embarrassed anymore, hun. And if I do get embarrassed, I embarrass myself. Because I'm real good at that. Oh, who had a red face? I'm sorry. Oh, I d- oh. Well, good. I'm glad, Grim. It was, I'm sure, because I heard myself later. I rarely listen to myself. And that was one of those times where, Vince was or somebody was, and all of a sudden it cut out, and there I was, and I was singing at you, and it was like, oh, holy shit, that's what I sound like on the radio? Wow. Moving along. I'm going back to this puppy, okay? Okay. In Dublin, Ireland, Dumb people say what, hon? Oh, smart people. Oh, yes, dogs do rule. And I do not have fur babies. They have me. Because who's the one that has to go to a job? Who's the one that has to do the grocery shopping? Who's the one that has to keep their food dish full? All that other fun stuff. Um, okay. Okay, sock puppet number one. I gotta tell you this. I'm very seriously leaning towards the fact that Shitlery is no longer capable of holding the office of POTUS, as in being breathing. I'm not really convinced that she is breathing. That is. Um, and as for the digital voters, I have seen enough videos and enough testimony before Senate subcommittees and all that other fun shit. I don't trust digital voters. I don't trust digital voting apparatus. I think that, yeah, I think she's already been selected. It doesn't make a shitting bit of difference what anybody, if somebody wants to go out and punch Chad, which I still don't understand what Chad did to deserve being punched. But if someone wants to go out and punch Chad or be a good little colorer and color inside those lines, we can't go outside of those lines, can we? Yeah, that's kind of a cosmic thing if you think about it. Stay inside the lines. Stay inside this little box that we built for you. Stay inside this little prison. Oh, you can't see the walls, but you need to stay in there anyway. Yeah. Shitlery is no longer amongst. I don't think so. I really don't. And if she is, that last video that I saw, it really did look like she had zip tie handcuffs on her. If you look really close, if you watch it really close, and trust me, I watched those videos very closely because I saw another video that was a mirror image, and the lovely Kate was the one that clued me in that you can do that mirror image stuff, because I was totally freaking. I went, wait a minute here. This is staged bullshit, which doesn't surprise me one damn bit that they stage crap. But I had seen that, and I watched it really closely, and I zoomed in and all that fun shit, and I kept thinking either she is going limp because she is being dragged off to a gray bar Hilton that nobody knows of, technically, for an extended stay in a very dark and dank place, because she obviously did something that pissed off the real leeches that be, or she is no longer amongst the living. So, either way, that thing that is making appearances now, that's not Shitlery. In my opinion. It's not. I don't know that she died, Java Doctor, getting into that van, but she either collapsed, she either passed out or had a seizure or something, or she went totally limp, because that's one of the first things I got told. If somebody's going to try and drag your ass away, go limp, play dead, because it really is a lot harder to move dead weight. And having to help with a grandfather that passed away right there in the house, yeah, it's rather difficult moving dead weight. So, do I drink bourbon? No, I'm a vodka person. I like my vodka. And the main reason I like vodka is because not only can I drink it, but I can also make all kinds of wonderful little cleaners with it. Anything in my house is multi-purpose. So, not a bourbon drinker. I have occasionally, but no, it's not my favorite. I would much rather vodka or gin. And I have with my essential oils, you mix up a little bit of vodka, some distilled water, and whatever is, well, actually you need to use like lemon or orange because the citric oils are better for that kind of stuff. But you can also add other fragrances. I like to do lemon and peppermint myself, but makes a really awesome cleaner. And it doubles as a Febreze. So, moving along, you guys are just too fun. I'm really enjoying the hell out of this. Okay, I got to get back to this puppy though, because this is really cool. Okay? If you don't have a few twists in your storyline, no one is going to watch. That is true. It's like a freaking soap opera. As the Stomach Turns, the DC edition. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, back to Dublin, Ireland. An abandoned puppy was rescued from a garbage pile in Ireland after being discovered by another dog and its owner. The Dublin Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals shared a photo of the approximately week-old puppy named Autumn, which barely survived after being left in a pile of garbage in an area away from the public. Who was the prick we had that did that nastiness? See, people that do that kind of stuff, this is one of the few times where I would actually get violent with an individual. You do shit like this, and I think you deserve just exactly what you did. Let's dump your sorry ass to where you cannot help yourself. So you need to, a week-old puppy? Seriously. So, let's do the little zip tie thing to you because we've got to make you immobile like a little week-old puppy. And let's throw you in a garbage dump somewhere and put you at the mercy of someone else's good graces. You sick son of a bitch. Be nice, Grammy. Autumn is only 7 to 10 days old and would not have lasted probably even 24 hours if she had not been spotted by a very clever terrier called Poppy, who, when out for a walk with her owner, ran over to the rubbish pile and refused to return when called. Poppy's owner went to check on the terrier and discovered the puppy underneath the garbage pile and brought it to the SPCA. According to the society, it's a miracle that Autumn survived. Autumn will now go to an experienced foster home and hopefully will grow up to be a happy, healthy dog, all thanks to Poppy and her vigilant owner. And you know what? My auntie used to do this. When she lived out in Denver, she worked at the Cat Care Society. As if she didn't have a traumatic enough job. She was an ICU nurse or neonatal. Yes, vodka is a very good cleaner. I'll have to look up that link I have. There's all kinds of recipes that you can use. Because look at the ingredient label on a lot of the cleaners. A lot of them have alcohol. If you're going to have alcohol in your cleaners anyway, why not have an alcohol that, when you're having one of those nights and you just flat ass want to fix you a smoothie with a little bit of adult beverage in it, you can drink it as opposed to rubbing alcohol. That's the way I think of it. Okay. Now I got to look this up. Vodka recipes for cleaning. There we go. All right, Google, bring it to me. Where is it? I used to have one that had is this? Okay, green cleaning recipes. Let's check this bad boy out. Just a sec. Nope, that's not the one because it uses rubbing alcohol. 10 ways to clean with vodka. Now, I know I've got one somewhere in my pocket that's got 17 different recipes. But, yeah. This will just get you started, Miss Kate. No, don't drink the Ajax. That's bad stuff. That's bad juju. Whew. Um, people are assholes? Yes, people are assholes. As opposed to being whole asses. Vinny! Hey, Vinny! Welcome aboard, sweetheart. I did get to listen to you for a little while today, but the frickin' phone kept ringing. And, go figure. I'm at work, and they actually expect me to, work. Damn it all. I hate when that happens. Okay. I gotta go back. Where's my puppy? There's my puppy. Did I share my puppy? Because I really do need to share the puppy. This is so cool. Okay. I'm not opposed to using gin either, but you know what? When I use gin, it's gin and ginger ale. And then I put a couple of drops of lime oil and a couple of drops of lemon oil in there and stir it up and on the rocks. Ah. And then, if I want to put a slice of lime or lemon in there for a little extra pucker power, but yeah. I really do use my oils for a lot of things. And I almost, but I learned from my past experience. I may be a slow learner, but I did learn after the multiple times of making my allergy blend and then handing it to someone and say, here, use this because it'll help, and then it not coming back to me. Today when I was at work, the general manager actually came in. He had mowed the yard and he was sneezing his head off, and he goes, oh my God, my allergies are kicking in. And a couple days prior to that, he had seen me loan my Breathe Stick, which is a mentholatum kind of essential oils blend that you rub on your chest and it helps clear the passages and all that. It's wonderful stuff. It's actually helping one of my brothers wean himself from using a CPAP. He's down to not having to use it every night anymore, which is awesome. But in any case, I had shared it with one of my coworkers, and he said, do you have that Breathe Stick with you? And I said, oh God, yes. I always have my voodoo bag with me. So Everclear, yes, Everclear works too. But see, I don't drink Everclear. Last time I drank Everclear, I woke up the next morning and somebody had taken magic marker and drawn happy faces on my knees. It takes a while for magic marker to get washed off, don't you know? I haven't had Everclear in forever. But in any case, where was I? Oh yeah, I had mixed after my show Wednesday night when I did all my Hitlery hacking and wheezing shit. I mixed myself up another batch of allergy stuff, and I tweak the recipe every time I mix it together. So this time I used eucalyptus oil and peppermint oil and lemon oil and orange oil and lavender oil. Equal parts of all of those. And it really does work. It works wonderful. Well, today when my boss was hacking and wheezing and coughing and sneezing, I took pity on him. And I put a couple of drops in it in the palm of his hand, and I told him to rub his hands together and then cup them over his nose. And that should help him with his breathing. And he came back, like it wasn't even 3 minutes later. And he come back and he goes, how much is that stuff? And I said, well, I'd have to calculate it up because I didn't use, this is just something I threw together. So I haven't really figured out what it would cost for this blend. And he said, let me know because I want to buy some. Because that worked. He didn't sneeze the rest of the day. So, booyah, yes, my oils, essential oils work. I love my oils. And I'm going to have to, one of the things when I get done this evening is I'm going to have to repack my little sample case that I take with me everywhere because I'm going to see family. And as family always does, when I go down there with my oils, they always go, "So, do you have samples of..." So I need to have a fully stocked sample case. Because, yeah, well, they're family, and I want them to be healthy too, so I share. And I nag my mother, and I'm actually going to add a little lavender to her frankincense, because mother's having memory issues, and I want to help alleviate some of that. So, got to do a little doctoring on the frankincense stuff that I mixed up for her. Okay. Yes. Who beat what? Wait. Okay. I gotta catch up. Yeah, I am called the witch doctor at work. Anytime somebody comes in, and which all of my guys, for those of you that don't know, I work at a car dealership, and I'm the only female out there, and I'm the mom because I'm the oldest one out there as well. And by a couple of years over one of our techs, but still. Anytime someone's not feeling good, they come up to me and they go, "Mary, I've got this going on." Okay, let me dig around in my bag. And I do. I pretty much very rarely. Oh, Chloe, that's so awesome. Your daughter's listening in as well. How fun! Sweet. Okay. I'm just catching up. Alias pinged out. Oh, did you guys... Yeah, I see all this stuff you guys are talking about with the dogs and everything. Did you see the video going around on Facebook about the little guy he had traumatic brain injury from a car accident? And when they started bringing in a therapy dog, he really started responding quite well. Yes, fur babies, there is something about an interaction with fur babies. I swear to God, my fur babies have saved more lives than just my thinking they're just not worth 3 hots and a cot. They just are not worth 3 hots and a cot. But yes, some animals can be assholes. I do know. I have been around a few animals that have been assholes. Yeah, I'm catching up in the chat. So, excuse me, pardon me. Okay. Da, 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 da. The skyrocket is gonna... What? Oh, her daughter is her dog? Oh, okay. Got me. She's a Labrador even, huh? Yeah. Cheech and Chong. Labrador even. Okay. Well, see, my Snuffles and Bubba are outside because they patrol the perimeter until I get done on the radio. Because if they're in here when I'm on the radio, I think Moosey's heard them. They start singing. And it's very distracting. And usually they're singing because Rascal is in my lap. And they're like, "Why can't we be in your lap?" He was a dog, Grimmy. You don't need to know any more than that. Oh, crapanoly. Oh, where am I at? Besides crazy. It's a lovely place to be, by the way. Okay, I'm going to go here. Simply because, excuse me, I need a drink of water. Which I did put lemon oil in my water today, too. Gary L. suggested that the other day, but unfortunately my leash was not long enough to reach my lemon oil to put it in my water, so you had to suffer through me the other day. Okay, this is from the HuffingtonPost.com. Yippee-yay, cow patty. Don't this make ye feel wonderful? I know it don't. The FDA finds Monsanto's weed killer in U.S. honey. Huh, shock. And is the FDA going to do anything about it? Yeah, that's part of being part of the alphabet soup brigade, you know? They're like, we have the power to only do what we wish to do. Fuck you. Yeah, that's pretty much their mentality too. Okay, the Food and Drug Administration, under public pressure to start testing samples of U.S. food for the presence of pesticides that has been linked to cancer, has some early findings that are not so sweet. Go figure. And in examining honey samples from various locations in the United States, the FDA has found fresh evidence that residues of the weed killer called glyphosate can be pervasive, found even in the food that is not produced with the use of glyphosate. All of the samples the FDA tested in the recent examination contained glyphosate residue. Blah. And some of the honey showed residue levels double the limit allowed in the European Union, which, yeah, the European Union has gone up ya ass. They don't want that shit. This is according to documents obtained through a Freedom of Information Act request. And why did they have to go there? Because they're the FDA and they're an alphabet soup brigade and it's none ya business. And what other excuse do I have to give you? Oh, you did that Freedom of Information Act? Shit! I hate when that happens. Now I have to tell you something that we didn't want you to know. We wanted you to just die. Yeah. You know, and strange tangent. Squirrel! You know, every time I think of, and I see chats and all that other fun stuff, and people are saying, but they want to eliminate 6 billion minimum of the people on the planet right now. And I think, you want to eliminate how big of a percent of the population on the planet because you say the planet cannot be, you know, we cannot sustain this, which I call bullshit on that. This whole myth of scarcity is just exactly what that is. Look at how much food gets thrown away. Just look at the food that's thrown away from fast food restaurants. And yeah, there I use the term food loosely. But if you look at how much is thrown away there, how much of the homeless population could we feed just with that? So don't give me this scarcity bullshit. I don't believe a word of it. But in any case, you know, they want to eliminate so many people, and yet they don't want, and this they is that amorphous they, you know, them. Those people over there, that whole divisive thing. Those people that have the whips, whether they're physical or metaphorical. They don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to do the dirty work. And yet they want to eliminate the workforce or the bulk of the workforce. And the way it's working out is they are eliminating the least intelligent of the workforce. So when all you are left is the most intelligent of the workforce, you're not going to be large and in charge for long, hon. Have you really thought through this whole game plan that you've got? And once I get to that point, you know, just using my own little method of reasoning, then I start thinking, what if this whole depopulation shit is really just a bunch of shit? What if that's just another bullshit thing put out there? What if they really aren't thinking, you know, let's depopulate the planet? What if they're just thinking, let's just kill off a lot of people because we're psycho bastards and we enjoy watching people die in the most heinous and painful way? That's also an option, if you think about it, which is kind of a scary thought. But, you know, cancer and chemotherapy, wow, talk about an ugly, heinous, most disgusting and painful way for someone to go. And you inflict this on how big of a percentage of the population? Lovely bastards, aren't you? Yes. Oh well, moving along with this. Yeah, squirrel. Glyphosate, which is a key ingredient in Monsanto's Roundup herbicide, is the most widely used weed killer in the world, and concerns about glyphosate residue in food spiked after the World Health Organization in 2015 said its cancer experts determined that glyphosate is a probable human carcinogen. Probable, because we can't say it is a human carcinogen because, well, then that would make Monsanto liable, and we can't have that. Because if Congress actually had to wear patches that said who their sponsors were, there might be 10 that don't have a Monsanto patch somewhere on them. Yeah. Other international scientists have raised concerns about how heavy use of glyphosate is impacting human health and the environment, which, another thing is, this is a synthetic. Your body is not designed to take in or use synthetics. So a lot of times if you different synthetics, some will go right through you. They will cause damage in the process, but they will go through you, and some will linger. Usually in vital organs like, let's say kidneys or the heart or the lungs or the brain. Go figure, and we're so sorry. You're going to die. Well, we all do, but you fuckers don't have to speed it up. I didn't grab the number 2 from the pegboard. I grabbed the number 3,000,000,004. Why are you moving me to the head of the line, ass munches? Which is what they're doing. And another thing, there's another study, 3-4 months back, I read from France, where they are thinking that people don't really so much have a gluten intolerance as they have an intolerance for the way Roundup is used on the wheat crop. Now, I know a little bit about this because I'm out here in the breadbasket. I am surrounded. I'm driving back and forth to work every day. I drive by wheat fields during that time of year, and then after the wheat is harvested, I drive past cornfields and milo fields and soybean fields, and so I'm out here where that shit grows. And a lot of farmers, it is easier. It increases their yield with less trash with what they bring to the elevator. If they treat with Roundup 2 to 3 weeks prior to harvest, it speeds up the process of the wheat ripening, and it kills off or knocks down the weeds so that the weeds do not get picked up by the header when the combine comes through. So that is still on that kernel. That Roundup is still on that kernel. And it doesn't make a shitting bit of difference how much you wash that wheat. That is in that kernel because it is applied during a very key maturation stage. So glyphosate, Roundup, is actually what people are having an issue with. It's not that they're glucose intolerant. Or not glucose intolerant, excuse me. Brain fart. Gluten intolerant. It's not that they're gluten intolerant. It's the Roundup that's causing it. And the lovely little side effects thereof, which we don't even know all of them because, well, we didn't have to test it because it wasn't meant for human consumption. Oh, wait, didn't check on that whole food chain thing, did ya? Dumbasses. According to the records obtained from the FDA, as well as the Environmental Protection Agency and the U.S. Department of Agriculture, because they all have budgets that they must go through, because if they don't spend it all, they'll lose it. They all detail a range of revelations about the federal government's effort to get a handle on these rising concerns. Yeah, shut up, move along, there's nothing to see here. And we're walking, we're walking. In addition to honey, the records show that government residue experts discussing glyphosate found in soybean and wheat samples. So the glyphosate controversies and the belief that there could be a lot of violation for glyphosate residues in U.S. crops. Wow. Huh. Go figure. Even though the FDA annually examines food for residues of many pesticides, it has skipped testing for glyphosate residues for decades. Because Monsanto is, yeah, they're in their back pocket. Yeah. It was only in February of this year that the agency said it would start some glyphosate residue analysis. That came after many independent researchers started conducting their own testing and found that glyphosate in an array of food products, including flour, cereal, and oatmeal. The government and Monsanto have maintained that any glyphosate residue in food would be minimal enough to be safe. What do you classify as safe? Because trust me, the shit that you put in vaccines, you say, oh, vaccines are safe. Okay, maybe, possibly in some alternate universe, the actual whatever germ or virus that you're wanting to inject into my system, if it's dead, that might be considered safe in an alternate universe. But all those lovely preservatives and additives that you put in there, yeah, not so safe. Thank you, but no. I have a very, very weird aversion to pricks. And y'all are being pricks. Don't you know? Apparently, critics say that without robust testing, glyphosate levels in food are not known, which, yeah, it's way worse than many of us even guesstimate. And they say that even trace amounts may be harmful because they are likely consumed so regularly in many foods, which, yeah. You have a little bit here and a little bit there. And oh, let's do a little soupçon here. And next thing you know, you are OD'd. Yeah. It's nasty, nasty, nasty shit. That leaky gut syndrome, yeah, Vinny. And I think that's what was wrong with Shitlery, which is why I love to call her Shitlery, because she has that anal leakage problem, or at least according to that one meme. Too much olestra in the diet. Okay. Let's see. Moving along here. Yeah, the other fun thing. True. Very true, Chloe. They are particularly compassionless pricks. And see, that's why I don't like, if a man is being a weenus, I don't like to call him a dick, because that is actually one of my favorite parts of the male anatomy. But I will call them a prick, because a prick always draws blood, always causes pain, so, and it rarely has anything good attached to it. So, uh-oh. Vinny, are you peeing yourself? Honey? They have adult diapers now. But it depends on if they do have them in stylish colors too, or maybe that's just for the women's in the crowd. I don't know. I have seen them, and I don't know why I see those stupid things on my Facebook feed. It's like, no, I don't buy those things. My bladder is actually quite healthy. Thank you very much. Okay. Damn. You know, you just never know what's going to fall out of my mouth on the radio, do you? Holy crap and holy. Okay. And I'm just sharing this over here on Fakeybook because I do have a dear friend that is a beekeeper in southeast Kansas. And this will not make him happy. Please explain that part of the male anatomy. Well, that is the gear shifter and ball bearings. And you know, it's that part that back in the day, it's been a while. But when I sat on someone's lap, I said, let's talk about the first thing that pops up. Like I said, it's been a while. Hi. Wow, that sounded really sad. Who's the morons? Java. Morons. You can always learn lessons from morons. There's a low percent under the legal limit to be lawful. Ah, okay. What's that, Kate? 87 gallons? Oh, what? Okay. Oh. Oh, Vinny. Vinny. You know, that is one of the perks of living out in the boonies. I do have to admit that. It is kind of nice. Oh, you thought it was like the dating tackle? Well. That's your kickstand when you roll over. It keeps you from falling out of bed. Oh, moving along. Jesus, Palomino. Hi. Hi, Nancy. Pedro, how you doing, darling? Oh, and Christopher, I see you guys over here on Fakeybook. Okay. Let's see, what else? I gotta see. I got a couple more. Oh, and there's Patrick, too. Hi, Patrick. You know what? I'm thinking it's getting close to the end of my spiel here. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I shared oh, that reminds me. I got to go to a meme that I shared earlier on Facebook. I shared this video over on Fakeybook that I got from my niece. Bless her heart. She's so cool. She's a spunky little thing. But it's about how children just flat ass cannot take care of themselves anymore. What, hun? I never go fishing without my. That is true. That is true. And you know, there's something about I don't know if I want to say this or not, but it went through my mind, and I can tell I am blushing. Oh yeah, my cheeks are warm. The ones on my face too. Yeah. That's why you guys have bobbers, so that the pole doesn't get lost. Okay, I said it out loud. Now, whee! Yeah, children having a hard time taking bad segue, I know. God dander, I really am. I feel very, very blushed right now. Holy crap, I can't believe I said that. In any case, yeah, this video showed, all of these kids that 50 some percent can't sew on a button. What? A lot of kids don't know how to boil an egg, which, hey, I know people my age that can't boil an egg. So it's not just, but it really is sad. But my friend Patrick, he is so awesome. A lot of times he tags me in things so that I can go, oh, holy shit, dude, thank you, Patrick. That really pisses me off, but thank you. In any case, his comment on that video is the government is doing its job of total dependency on them from the sheeple to be led to the slaughterhouse, which, amen, thank you, baby Jesus, you are so right. That is the intent. That's been the intent for quite some time. Once they stepped up and said, we will help you. Are you feeling downtrodden? Are you just not being able to make ends meet? Here, let's help you sign up for government assistance. Oh, wait, you have a husband in the home. Well, he can't be making any money or you will lose your government assistance. Do you see how lovely and vicious that is? Yeah, they've been doing this for decades. Decades. So, here's a meme. Moose, I don't know if you saw this on my Facebook earlier today or not, but I really, literally had to go and grab some napkins because I spewed coffee on my computer screen. The top picture says, I poop every morning at 8 a.m. And the bottom picture says, I wake up at 9. I spewed. I spewed. And my parts guy, who is just across like a little hallway and then the parts counter away from me, because, you can't spew quietly. It just can't be done. He heard me and he looked up and he goes, are you okay? And I'm trying not to choke on my coffee as I'm laughing at this. And then I'm getting up and going and getting so I can clean off my computer screen. And he comes over and he sees it and he goes, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't have a drink in my mouth. I'd have done the same damn thing. So maybe you just had to be there. I don't know, but I thought it was extremely hilarious. Okay. No, I don't want to add that to my timeline review. Hi, Catherine. How you doing, sweetie? She's my sister over there in Ireland. Yeah, I know that makes... See, Catherine's she's as soaky-eyed as I am. I watch things like, this is a video of a little, 3-year-old, and he's feeding his grandma, and it's like, oh. Yeah, I get soggy-eyed when I see that. Go figure. I'm a sap. I'll admit it. Okay. I'm just going to have to go to my wall because it's not showing up in my notifications. So, Pedro is impressed by the tortoise that fathered so many children. It is rather impressive. And this is actually, non-judgment day is coming. I prefer sooner rather than later, although I didn't even know it was breathing hard, but there you go. Where's it at? Here it is. Okay. I wanted to get to this one tonight, and thank you, Gray Cells, Cobwebs, for touching in just the right way to make me remember. What politics is really about. Now, this meme was shared over on Freedom's Network. And was it Tim that shared it? Trying to remember. I'm so horrid because I get so much of this stuff from everywhere, and so sometimes, yeah. Um, what we have to stop is human creativity before they start using it to create a world outside of our system. That is one leech that be. Leech that be number 2 says, let's make sure that they get too busy complaining, hating, blaming, fighting, anything that will divert their attention away from opting out of our game and creating change. And last but not least, leech that be number 3. That's perfect. We're in power as long as they are too distracted to realize their own. It's kind of sad that a lot of people don't realize it till it smacks them in the face like a 2x4. But that's true. And what's cool is that there are more and more that ain't falling for it anymore. So that's an awesome meme. My opinion. I think it's an awesome, because it really is an in your face kind of thing. Ah, Lars found the honey. I knew you'd share it, sweetheart. That's just infuriating. So, ladies, what? Okay. Oh, Vinny, are you looking at boobies? Where in the hell do you see boobies? Booby. Yes, Vince, you wag your head at all kinds of stuff. Okay. Oh, ladles. Ladles. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I have an issue with reading. Okay, I'm going to go to the pig because I want to see what happened this date in history. And seeing as how, is Porcus still listening in? I haven't. Yeah, Porcus is still here. Hey, dude. I'm going to your page. You got anything good going on? Let's see. Today's question, true or false? Black Lives Matter leader robbed, or Black Lives Matter leader robbed, demands more police protection. That's true. Whoa. Wow. Okay, and the word of the day is hoe. How to Be a Hoe by Velvet Jones. Who remembers that one, sports fans? But their definition is, it is a noun. It is a ubiquitous garden implement that will probably run afoul of hypersensitive correctniks who would really like to like it much better if we called it that funny blade thingy on a stick. It is a weed removal apparatus. And prior to me moving here, actually down where my grandchildren used to live, yeah, I used a hoe on a snake. It severed his head from the rest of his body. It was not necessarily the intent. I kind of went all ninja freak out when that happened, which is usually what happens when I see a snake or walk through a spider web. It's that whole ninja freak out thing. It's not attractive, but it happens. Okay. What is your... This date in history, September the 16th, 1630. The New World village of Shawmut changes name to Boston. Lisping Gladbag Lib bellows incoherent gibberish, then demands a recount. Boston, that's the place where they have hat attacks. I didn't know hats could attack you, but apparently they can. This date in history, 1893, Uncle Sam puts a new spin on Indian Giver when he opens the Cherokee Strip, Oklahoma, to white settlement homesteaders. Ha! Oh, Uncle Sam. You know, he's that uncle that everybody goes, don't let your kids go play around him. He's kind of creepy, you know? And some bitch, he'll give you something and then he'll go, either that or he'll hold it out there for you. And when you reach for it, he goes, oh, you're too slow. Give me a kiss on the cheek and I'll give it to you. You know, that kind of creeper? Yeah, that's what Uncle Sam is. This date in history, 1992, FCC, or the Federal Communications Clowns, allow competition for local phone service. That's damn whitey, you Sparky, but why is it any of your fucking business? That's what I would like to know as well. I think the Federal Communication Clowns need to back the hell off. You know what? If you don't want to hear what someone else is saying, there is an on-off switch. Had her what? Had her... Okay, I'm going to have to... Just a sec. Okay, and finally, this date in history, 1994. Empire State slacker Ashrita Furman, is that what the hell? Rides unicycle backwards for 53 miles. Damn. Ashrita, or is that male or female? So, is that a backwards peddling pussy? Ooh, did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. Okay, the BLM founder, had her hair hat stolen. Oh, well. Yeah, I know the there, see, Porcus chimed in. I knew that was Bonnie Flank. Old Chaps boy himself. I knew you were listening in. Her hair hat. What the hell is a hair hat? Oh, she's a hood rat. Well, yeah, that's pretty much a given. So a hair hat, is that what's on Donald's head too? It's a hair hat? Is that like a dead squirrel? What used to be called a rug? Oh, I spit. Sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, never mind. So. Okay. Thank you. I wondered if that's what that was, but so it is that dead animal that crawled on the Donald's head. Okay. So apparently there's an awful lot, because have you noticed Shitlery's hair got to looking pretty damn rough for a while there. I think she had a hair hat as well. I really do. Or maybe she went to hair plugs for men, because I think she's got bigger balls than Slick Willie does. But then again, Slick Willie's looking pretty rough himself these days. So, oh, don't give me that aw shuck stuff. A weave? Ooh. Oh. So someone... ow. Ow. Okay. I'm going to move along now. Because I've got this mental image in my head that I really want to... And I have not perfected my mental etch-a-sketch to get that out of there. Because, you know, sometimes things that have been seen cannot be unseen. Well, with my mind, sometimes things that have been thought cannot be unthunked. It's kind of scary sometimes. Raymond, what did you just share? Yes, I do know what that is. I have one on my keyring. It's one of them little church key camper thing. I don't know. I don't remember the actual terminology because it's like it's the thingy-mabob. You know, I get really technical. And there was Mooshell. And we're walking. Okay. I'm going to check this one out. I just have a little bit of time left. So, I think this was one that Hans shared. Hansel? Were you at Hansel? Are you listening in, sweetie? Are you here? Han? I want to give you a dose of static. Just because I can. Because I love you, Hansel. You are so you play the devil's advocate so well. There are times when I want to just reach through the screen and give you a hug around the neck until you stop typing. And then I think, no, I love Hansel. He's so fun and he makes me think. I really do. I love Hansel. He is fun. He can be quite infuriating at times, but he is fun. You know, it's kind of like when Rascal gets a mouse. It's that kind of fun. Okay, moving along. 10 archaeological frauds you didn't know about. I'll bet you I knew about them. Let's find out, shall we? This is like playing Trivial Pursuit with my brother David. You know, he'll get the answer wrong and then you read the right answer and he'll go, I knew that. I meant to say that. He's full of shit, but hey. Okay, in the mid-July 1842, an English gentleman named Dr. J. Griffin, who is a member of the British, it's a whatever, of natural history, who arrived in New York City bearing a real mermaid. It's real and for true, that was supposedly caught near Fiji Island in the South Pacific. Soon after this, the show P.T. Barnum tried to convince Dr. Griffin to display the mermaid at his museum. Dr. Griffin agreed to exhibit it for a week at a concert hall on Broadway. Barnum distributed 10,000 copies of a pamphlet which about the seductive mermaids throughout the city, and in August 1842, huge crowds showed up for the exhibit. Yes, Catherine? You're messaging me, sweetie. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm going to have to talk to Catherine here in a little bit. Where am I at? There I am. Okay, throughout all of this, the deception of the public has been twofold. First, Dr. Griffin was a fraud. He was no English gentleman. No. Really? Is he in government now, or was he in government at the time? In fact, there was no such thing as the British Lyceum. That whole Lyceum? Or there was no British Lyceum of Natural History. Griffin's real name was Levi Lyman. Appropriate. He was Barnum's accomplice. Yeah. Fool and his money is soon parted. And this had all been done to give the mermaid an appearance of scientific respectability. Global warming! Some things just never change, do they? Okay. So, that was a bunch of hokum bokum. I'm not going to finish reading the rest of that one because that was pretty much a given. I think pretty much everyone knew about that one. How about October 15th, 1999? The National Geographic Society held a press conference to announce the awesome discovery of a 200 dyslexic much? 125 million year old fossil in northeastern China, which appeared to be the long sought missing link between dinosaurs and birds. No, really? The supposed missing link fossil was named, a really long name in Latin. Sometime later, Zhong Xing, a Chinese scientist who had initially helped to identify the fossil, found a second fossil containing an exact mirror image duplicate of this critter's tail. But it was attached to the body of a different fossil. Immediately he realized that the other one, what is that? An Archaeoraptor? There, I fumbled through it. Was a fraud! No. Really? Go figure. Early in 1912, Charles Darwin, an amateur archaeologist, and Arthur Smith Woodward, keeper of geology at the Natural History Museum, joined forces to follow what they termed evidence of the evolutionary missing link between apes and humans. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. The findings during excavations at Piltdown, England, included a piece of thick human skull, or human-like skull, from the Pliocene gravel beds, a jawbone with 2 teeth, and a variety of animal fossils and primitive stone tools. 2 teeth, huh? Did you find a banjo anywhere near? Believing the skull fragments and jawbone to be the same individual, Sam Woodward made a reconstruction. It suggested an early human with a large brain, indicating a level of intelligence that set it clearly apart from the apes. The jawbone, ape-like but with human-looking teeth, linked the skull with its supposed evolutionary ancestors. So they decided that the evidence added up to an early human relative who lived about 500,000 years ago. Bogus. Bullshit. Wrong answer. Alex, please. It's the hopeful monster. Oh, okay. Thanks, Vinny. Okay. Then we have a mummy. Mummy. What is my position on apes to humans? Nope. Nope. I think we're all members of the primate family, but I think that's pretty much, kind of like monkeys and chimps and all of that fun stuff. We're all, but I do think that our ancestors were a separate species, much like gorilla and chimpanzees are separate species. Much like monkeys, have tails, whereas chimps and gorillas do not have that long, is it prehensile tail? Is that what they call it? Brain fart. No. I really do think that I do think there is such a thing as intelligent design. I do not think it's the God, this invisible friend in the sky that just sits back and either unleashes a plague of locusts on you or says, here's the promised land full of milk and honey. No, I don't. But I do think that there probably was an intelligent, and still is, an intelligent, way beyond any intelligence that I think we are going to be able to master for at least several millennia, that came here and tweaked the DNA of our ancestors, shall we say. And my Uncle Tommy said that there was a movie made along those lines where that is what happened. And when the professor came back with his student who had basically created human beings as part of his master's thesis, and the professor was going to give his pupil like a D- until he saw Terry Garr's toes, and then he decided to raise it up to a C-. I have yet to see that movie. Not that I'm really going out of my way to see it. But it's like, okay, so there's an alien out there somewhere that has a foot fetish and is extremely fascinated and enamored by Terry Garr's toes. And that's the only reason why we're still here. Where's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy when you need him? What is my position on the God factor? I think the universe is intelligence. I don't believe that there is an entity as a God. I believe the universe is an intelligent energy source, and I think it is experiencing itself through us. Is that a simple enough answer for you? I have a lot of people tell me, that's heresy, which I didn't see Harry, so how did he see me? But, yeah. I don't know. I think there, maybe a collective consciousness that we can tap into, but it's all part of the intelligent energy that the universe is made up of. So it's not really a god the way a lot of people look at it. I don't see it that way. Although I do meditate in the evenings towards it, or that's kind of, it's not really saying my prayers. I just kind of, every night, I just kind of say, okay, I'm just going to kind of open myself up to the universe and just kind of let my mind go. It's kind of cool, actually. So, oh, well, thank you, dear. I appreciate that. Somebody, he thinks I'm smart. You know what? I'm almost out of time. Holy crap. This evening has really flown. Y'all have been listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair, and I am Grammy Mary, your hostess with the mostest, kind of prattling on apparently this evening. Be sure to stick around because Atrax will be on directly following me this evening on the Freaker Friday festivities. Directly following Atrax will be Grimner and Moose Girl with the Freakers Ball. And this will be Solomon's last night to call in. I truly, I have to stay up for this one. I'm going to miss Solomon. He is so fun to listen to and so intelligent. Oh, you would never be bored. That's for damn sure, Sock Puppet. In any case, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock my time, which is set with the universe, or the universe is set with me, however you wish to look at that. 10 o'clock Eastern time is Solvanor over with the Solvanor event over on ucy.tv. Be sure to go check that out because Solvanor's just awesome, and he's got the way coolest accent ever. Then directly following Salvador over here on RLM will be the Dork Table with Flasharoonie Head. And I'm not sure who he's going to have come help him along. Tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock Eastern Time is Kira with the Bridge. And then tomorrow evening is Bo Diddy with the Blues. So yeah, lots of cool stuff going on tomorrow. Sunday at noon Eastern Time is Grimner with the Blues that will lead you into Hal Anthony, where he's going to open up a can of whoop ass on yo ass and take you behind the woodshed. And even the crickets are going to shut up so that they can hear you squeal like a pig. So I will be back next week, Wednesday, same